What's good, y'all? Desaiah here. Today's video is going to touch on something that I've hinted at before the previous video, but I never really dove all the way in. So let's talk about it. Some people feel like they have to be the loudest person in the room. Others may feel like that they have to be the quietest person. Some people walk in thinking that I don't even belong here. I shouldn't say anything. Others feel like they need to prove they deserve to speak. But the truth is that none of that really matters, because a lot of us fall into the trap where we start comparing ourselves to other people in the room, not realizing we don't need to be the biggest presence, but we damn sure don't need to make ourselves feel like the smallest one either. Confidence is how you walk into the room, not how loud you are when you speak. That's why I named this video "Don't Feel Small in a Room Full of Smaller People," because that's the trap. That's what the enemy wants you to think. People are going to try to shrink you all the time. You might think, oh no, people care about me. They talk about me all the time. They criticize me all the time. But real talk, people only talk about what they're insecure about in themselves. The girl who says, "You think you cute, huh?" Or the dude that's always trying to outflex you with what he has. A lot of that energy is just projection. So if they're insecure, why are you going to let their insecurities also shape your confidence? Wake up every day and look in the mirror and be like, yeah, I'm that dude. I'm that girl. Like, you get it? That mindset, that energy, how you show up to places, that's going to shift the way people see you. I'm telling you this because I'm experiencing it now. A lot of people in the rooms you walk into have been through the exact same things you have. Some of them used to feel small as well. Some of them still do, but they've learned to cover it up over time with noise, money, or fake confidence. And sometimes they're going to try to bring you down so they don't feel alone. But let me remind you of something. God is no respecter of persons. What does that mean? Well, the same God who made billionaires, moguls, and greats made you too. You're no less than anyone else. You could be standing next to a multi-millionaire, and guess what? Both of you bleed the same. Both of you put your pants on one leg at a time. One of you just has more time or experience. That's all. Instead of making yourself feel small, ask questions in that room. Learn. Level up. But the most important thing you can't do is shrink yourself just to make other people comfortable. Like, look at it this way. Let's say I walk up to you right now and I look down at your shoes and I say, yo, you got some ugly shoes on. You know, I hit you with the, what are those? Right? Now, pause. When you look down at those shoes, do you believe the shoes are ugly? You might start thinking, well, what shoes do I have on, right? You got on Yeezys, I got on Skechers. It doesn't matter what you think, whether it's Balenci to Skechers. You spent the money on the shoes you have because you like them, right? So why does my opinion shrink your confidence? You're in a room of smaller people and somehow you still make yourself feel smaller. Why are you doing that? When Jesus was being crucified, he was hung on the cross in front of a crowd of people mocking him. They spit on him, but he did not crash out. He didn't try to argue with those people. He said the most famous quote ever. If you know it, if you've read the Bible, "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do." That's powerful, because most of us, be honest, would have snapped way before the cross, cursing people out, calling them names, gone down swinging. But Jesus knew his purpose was greater than all the noise. He never let anyone in the crowd make him feel small, even when they tried to strip him of his dignity. You don't know what people are in the room that you're dealing with. The confident person in the designer fit might be on the verge of giving up. The loudest person in the room might be masking heartbreak they haven't told anyone about. We're all fighting different battles. And yeah, a lot of those battles are going to look the same. Divorce, family trauma, abandonment. We've all been there. Not everyone has been through divorce, family drama, abandonment, but we've been through a combination of those things at some point. And every pain is personal. So don't ever feel like you're the only one who's going through it. You've been called ugly? I have too. You've been dumped? You've been cheated on? I have too. You've been broke? You get the point. Like, everyone else has been through something, and those people survived it. A lot of the people that you see standing on stages, playing in basketball games, etc., famous people, they've survived the unimaginable. And if they survived it, you can too. But it starts with what you tell yourself when nobody's watching. Because if you call yourself ugly before anyone else does, you've already gave them the power to keep you in that mindset. If you start your day defeated, then the rest of the day just follows that rhythm. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Who said that quote? Look it up. It's like, nah, Henry Ford said it. But your mindset makes the difference. I get it. I know it sounds easier said than done. I know it hurts. You know, I always say this in every video. I know it hurts. Trust me, it's hurting me still. But it doesn't mean that you stop. Because you are built for this. Right? Remember in a previous video that I made, I said the mindset you choose each day decides who you are. If you keep telling yourself you're the smallest person in the room, you're not going to realize how much power that you actually hold. But if you walk in that same room and tell yourself, I might not be the richest in here, I might not be the flashiest, but I'm me and I'm here to grow, learn, and elevate, then watch how the entire room starts to shift around you. Confidence radiates. Look at people like Kevin Hart. He's been told he wasn't funny before. He's bombed for years. He's the smallest dude on stage. Literally and figuratively, right? Now look at him. He owns a room when he walks in. It was not an accident that happened. Confidence and consistency. The same formula you tap into starting today. People will laugh at you now, but then when they see you become great, they won't laugh anymore. You never know who's in the room with you. You could be one conversation away from changing your life. You could be standing next to your future investor, collaborator, or even a best friend. But you won't see any of that if you already walked in the room feeling defeated. So next time you step into a room with people who think that they're better than you, remind yourself, I am fearfully and wonderfully made. The Lord is my helper. I will not be afraid. What can man do to me? Comparison is the thief of joy. Hold your head high and walk like the best damn person in that room. And that's where I'll leave it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Ring the bell so you guys are notified of whenever I drop a new video. Do anything you guys can to help my non-existent videos be seen. And with that, Desaiah signing off.